Hello and welcome back to Saxlingham Farm. And yeah, we are back. You meet me just as we left off in the last episode. We just sold the first load of our wood chips, and as you can probably see, it is raining or hailing rather bad. So yeah, we're just gonna get ourselves back off to the yard. We just need to go and continue with the wood chipping, make a few extra pennies in the bank account, and then we can get ourselves onto, once we've cleared out that a bit more, we can hopefully upgrade to some bigger and better kit that just makes everything that little bit easier and quicker. So yeah, as I said, we're just going to be having a nice gentle chill session of just doing a lot of forestry here, and I'll see if we can do a contract coming soon. If we can't, don't worry. Let's have a quick look to see if there's anything immediately on here. I'm not quite sure that harvesting is going to be on the table. So, but irrigation. I'm not quite sure they're going to need that with this weather, but okay. So, there's a fair few, like say with the mowing ones. I think we can potentially try and grab our own mower if we've made enough cash. Then we can be doing all of them ourselves. Or we can be just doing another one of these rather large contracts and apparently ramming all the locals off the road. So yeah, I'm just going to drive us back to our little forest area, and then we can be making a bit more cash, doing a bit more wood chipping, and yeah, I'll meet you back when we're there. Okay, so we are back. I've just chopped down this tree here. I'm just going to taking a limb off. So we're just going to be chopping this all down, and we are going to just be chipping it all up, getting this going, and just going to do maybe 2 or 3 loads on our trailer, just because we sort of need to get past this month, and then we can just sort of start expanding nicely. So yeah, I will time lapse I will time lapse this, or I will just sort of get on with it, and we'll sort of see how long this is going to be, or I might time lapse some of it. So yeah, I will catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, so it's sort of getting a bit too dark now. As you'll see, I've just pulled the tractor in here, but we're just going to need to have somewhere at least to to sleep. So let me have a quick look. I don't think I've got any specific mods for this, so this could be quite chaotic. So if I do construction, under constructibles, farmhouses. A doormat. Yes, I know it's not perfect, but it will sort of have to do for the meantime. I know it's not ideal, as I say, but it will do us for what we need at this moment in time. I will sort this out, though. Let's do that. Okay, so we need to go here. Sleep until 7, I think. 6:30. That seems like a good night's sleep. 9 through 6:30. We are going to be in big debt. 14? What? Okay, so we are in lots of debt. For these at least. Oh, the thick fog. Okay, so that has gone up quite a lot. We're going to lower our time scale down. We now owe a lot of money on that. And how much money on this? Oh god. Right, okay then, I've got to really get myself moving on this. So yeah, I am going to get sorted, and we are going to just keep moving all these trees out the way, and we're just going to need to get maybe around 30 grand in the bank account, so probably going to have to do another quick contract today as well. Hopefully the moisture will be good enough to do that. So yeah, I'll catch you back when I have sort of filled up this next trailer load. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so we are filled up with our first trailer load. I think as we saw yesterday, we got around, how much was it again? Can't quite remember. We got around 3,000 for that smaller, oh, going the wrong way. We got £3,000 for that smaller tree. So yeah, I'm gonna just get ourselves down there. I'm just gonna sell it, and yeah, I don't think we'll. Oh, it's not turning. Come on, thank you, trailer. Thank you for turning. There we go. Right, I'm gonna go get this to the sell point. I'll be right back. Okie doke, so we are here, and as predicted on the weather warning on the top right there, it is thick fog, and we've got this for another couple hours, but hey ho, could be worse. And yeah, we can see how much we're going to get for this one. Now remember, we are in a different month, so this should also gain us a bit extra money compared to last month, because I believe it has gone up a little bit in terms of price. Yeah, we just earned 6,200. So what's the price for this at the moment? It is at the very bottom, wood chips, and we're at the animal dealer bales. So yeah, we're at 364 per 1,000 litres. So yeah, not too bad. But because we missed the most recent payment, I think we have to pay something like £30,000 a month for this. So this is going to be a pretty common occurrence from what I can tell. I mean, during the other months it's going to be easier, like I say the latter months, like say December and so on, because we're going to have a much higher price, almost triple what we're at now, which will just make life a lot easier. So I'd say on that one we would have got nearly, what we get, 6,000, so we would have probably got £18,000 for that trailer there. So yeah, it's one of them, we can't do too much about it, other than just keep plodding along. We are going to have to do a contract though, because as much as we can sit and do loads and loads of wood chipping, I don't want that to be the only thing we do on here, because that's just going to get very dull very quick. So yeah, we're going to try and mix it up, use other machinery, albeit not ours, but still better than nothing. So yep, yeah, and I'm going to get myself back to our land. I'm just going to go and do a couple extra bits. I'm probably just going to throw screen grabs of each load we do on here. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. I'll be right back, and I will see you later. Okay, so our second load of the day is going to be binning this straight in again. We're going to get the exact same amount, would be my best guess. If we don't, great. If we get a bit more, perfect. If we don't, it's not good. If we don't get the exact same, it's going to be minuscule amounts. So yeah, load one, all done. Okay, so we have got our third load now. So let's get this sold. We're going to need to do, I'm probably going to do one more of our wood chips, and then we're going to get ourselves sorted with maybe doing another contract. Keep this episode nice and short. We don't want to be doing loads and loads of stuff in each one. I want to keep these relatively simple and not too lengthy. So yeah, we are here again for our fourth and I think final. I'm probably gonna, I know I said this would be the last one, but I'm just gonna do one more. We need the cash. As I said, there's a few little bits I'd quite like to get, as that would really help, you know, expand our fleet, and I would really like to get these paid off as fast as humanly possible. I don't want to just sit here forever leaving them. Is there actually any way, if we go on here, can we... No. So we can't just go and... Oh, finances, statistics? I don't think we can sort this out, can we? I was really hoping we could just sort of go and like pay off our vehicles. That would have been preferable. So yes, not much we can do about that, I don't think. So we might have to go and see about that. Might be one of them where you have to go to a certain spot. I will look into it, but yeah, I think one more load will be good enough for us. I think much more than that, you're just going to get a bit bored of me going backwards and forwards from here, and not seeing much more of any real interest. So yeah, I'll probably just go do a time-lapsed contract for us all. So yeah, I will get on with this. I'll do one last load. I'm probably not even gonna record. I'm not gonna let you know. It'll just show up in the top right. You'll see the money come through. Just me. I am cutting down trees. I'm not being a scumbag and just spawning this in. That defeats the point of playing the game. As so far I am an hour into making this video. So yes, I will get that sorted, and we will be on our way to finishing up with our trees just for today. It's one of them we're just going to keep doing little bits of it, because, as I say, I don't want to do too much now, because the price just isn't as competitive it's going to be. So yeah, I'll meet you at the start of our next contract, or when we're in the contracts page. So yeah, I'll see you then. Okie dokie guys, so we have just done the final load here. We have this all finished up. Actually, this is like the area that we have cleared at the moment. Not really as much as we'd like, but we've got a bit more space. I think gonna keep that tree, we're gonna cut that one out, and then the idea is you need to then get like a skid steering with, you know, the front like the stump grinder. And then I think the idea that I'm sort of wanting to go for is try and take out a good portion. I will try and take out a couple more of these trees, try and take that a little bit further this way, and then that will enable us to sort of create our own little yard. We're going to need quite a lot of cash, like terraforming and like reflattening, but I'd like to keep it inside of like these trees. Also, they're a real pain in the bum to cut up because they've got all these massive limbs that come out really far, whereas these ones are quite straight, which makes life quite a little bit easier, and they're also very dense for wood chips. So yep, we are going to turn that off. That is off for the moment. We're going to get this finished up, and I'll meet you at the start of the new contract, or when we're at the contract page. So last load of the wood chips today, or at least this episode, we have got that. Right, as we're unloading, let's have a quick look into here. Cultivate. That's going to take forever. Is there any of the... Okay. There's a few of the mowing contracts, which would be good. Probably going to be quite expensive. We need sort of our own fertilizer spreader to really be doing them contracts. Cultivating, it's going to take a while. Bale wrapping. That could be something to do, because I think we can get into that field and then go up from 29 to 20, if I was to take a guess. Cultivating. Yeah, they're just really big fields. We just can do. We could quite easily do, but in terms of not making this a eternally long video, I am going to do a tedding contract. Here, we're going to borrow the items. And then I'm going to say we do a bale wrapping contract, which we're also going to borrow the items for. So I think first things first, we will do the tedding one. I believe will be our preference. Just start that one first, get that out of the way, and just get to have a bit of an explore on this map. So I don't think we're going to be doing too much exploring without it, because we're going to want to stay relatively local to our yard, or our new to be created yard at least. So yeah, okay, so we are back, and we are just in this lovely little Zeta tractor, and we've got the Tedder. Oh, we should slow down a touch and hit. It's lovely and new, and the gear changes are quick, and it's fast, and it works, and it's very foggy down here. I can't see anything. Oh, that's the path, I think. What do you mean? What are you meant to do in this? Like, I can't see diddly squat. What the that's the path. There we go. I've never ever had that in farming, so I've just literally never been able to see anything. Right, I think we can go through this field. Oh goodness, there's more smoke. Okay, we're just going to go on the border here, and this should take us into the next field. Yeah, it does. Well, I really hope there's not like some... Okay, we're not going to drive through that. But there we go, we do have this. Now, we're probably going to struggle to see all of it, but I'm going to get myself started here. Oh, look, this is quite a nice big tedder, which will make our lives much easier, which is lovely jubbly. Yep, I'm going to get this all up on a time lapse, and I'm sure we can find a way to get this all done nice and quickly. So yeah, I will meet you when we are at the end. So yeah, see you soon. Okay, so we've gone up and down this field with the tedder as is. However, we are struggling with the percentage-wise. I think the problem being, if I just quickly get out, is that this is classed... Yeah, so that the ideal moisture is a bit too low, I think, is it? No, because I think the idea of your tedder is to dry all your grass out, so... This is saying grass and with an amount. This isn't. However, that sort of would say to me that we need to... I've just sped the time up a little bit just so we can hope to get a bit more heat in, because I've sort of got a feeling that we have some level of this is due to the fact that it's not dried. So I'll go over it again. I'm just going to speed it up another little bit. Let's just see if we can get some more. Okay, so the fog should start to lift, I think. Needs tedding. Yes. So yes, I reckon there's bits of this that just need tedding one more time. So we're going to get back in the tractor, and I'm just going to quickly do another lap of this. Let me just see if that'll work. We're still on. So I don't think, let's say, a lot of this is going to need retedding, but if I'm just going to do another lap here, we'll just see what sort of effect we get in terms of the percentage bar, because if that doesn't really change, I don't think it's worth doing too much on it. We will have to have a quick think. Yeah, look, nothing's happening here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give us 25% of that contract earnings, because I can't see this magically changing anytime soon, and also not to mention this fog is pretty atrocious in this particular area. So yeah, it's not changing. We can't leave it forever, so I am going to turn that off. Nope. Let's see how much we can get from this, because I'm a bit confused with this, because this is the second time we've had problems with this here, which is a bit of a shame, really. So I mean, dry the mown grass on the field with a tedder, which you have just witnessed me do. So I'm not sure what's happening here. Let me just... It's very beautiful and all, but I would also like some money. So, not got too much choice here. I'm going to have to cancel that, because we've just gone over. Oh, it's gone to 26. Oh, no, it's gone down to 25. If I just go diagonal across here, will this make any difference? If it doesn't, I'm cancelling it, and I'm just going to take 25% of the contract. Because we've only technically done 25%, I don't want to take more than that, as that would be unfair. So, yeah, look, nothing we do here is making a single bit of difference. So, I think we've just fallen unfortunate here, because I think what we need to do is it needs to be our field where we can leave it for a couple days, and we go over it once, and then we let it dry a little bit, then we go over it again, and so on and so forth. So yeah, as I said, a bit of a shame, but that has made zero impact on the field moisture, which is a shame, and I really should have accounted for that before taking this. Something we do need to bear in mind when it comes to doing these sort of contracts. So 25% is not good enough, but anyway, yeah, I'll cancel this. I'll give us a quarter of that, which, if we have a quick look, quarter 4, 5, 6, 4. That is £1,141. So yeah, I'm just going to cancel this one, unfortunately. And yes, that is a pain, because we have taken out that money, which isn't ideal. So yeah, I'm going to go back up to here. We are going to tab over to this one, it comes with wrap, and I'll meet you back at the yard, and I will have just given us the cash to get on with this. So, yep, I'll meet you at the other field. Okie dokie, guys, we are just coming up to the field, which should just be on our right now. I imagine that this little dirt road, there will be a fence hole or a gate hole. Yeah, there's a little fence here. God, it's very, very foggy at the moment, which is not ideal, really, but hey ho, not much we can do about that. Let's just get on with it. This is a very funny looking tractor, but very, very useful as well. If... oh, God. I really can't see. Okay, so let's get this up. And we are going to turn it off, automatic drop. We're not folding it. And we are just going to get cracking on this. This is going to give us roughly £7,000, I believe. So, yeah. I will meet you guys when we are... I'll be back talking to you when we are back. I'm going to do a quick time-lapse of this, because watching me wrap bales isn't really that exciting, or at least not just to do it in long format. That could get very dreary for you guys, so yeah, I'll be right back for you. Okie doke, so we have, oh, trying not to run into the bale, we have the last bale here, or I certainly hope it's the last one, because if it isn't, I am going to really, really struggle to find the bale in this thick of fog. I don't really know quite what to say, like how thick this is. I mean, what you're seeing is slightly better than what I'm seeing right now. Like, it's not much better, but it's just a fraction better. Because, okay, we have finished. Thank goodness we finished this, because it was very, very just coated in fog, and that's made everything so much harder than it so needed to be. So let's just finish up with accept and collect. Thank you very much, Mr. Man. Okay, we have just finished up here. So quick recap. We've just got a load of money through our wood chipping. We've created a nice clear area. We sort of failed quite miserably with the tedding, but other than that, we've got ourselves a load of extra cash. So hopefully we aren't going to be doing too bad for the next month's payment, which would be perfect. So yeah, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. And if you have any suggestions, and if you could tell me exactly why I am appearing to be screwing all this up, I would very much appreciate it down into the comments below. And if not else, just have a good day, and thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.